I'm so glad you're here. My name is Sabine Messner, and I'm the founder of Radiate, a visibility breakthrough and essence embodiment experience. And I'm here with my beloved client, Penelope Aelfin from Down Under. She lives in Australia, and she went through the Radiate experience just a couple months ago. So she is I'm so happy that she is available to share with you about her experience of the results and outcomes and benefits she's received from going through the Radiate program, and also share with you some really surprising and very raw things that happened as well. So firstly, welcome, Penelope. I'm so glad you're here.
Hi, Sabine. It's lovely to be here. I'm glad
And
to
so
talk to you.
yes, I know. It's such an excitement. I love it. I love it. So tell us about your experience in terms of outcomes, results, and benefits of the Radiate program.
I found the Radiate program quite fascinating because I have actually had a career in cosmetics and fashion and beauty. So putting it all together, I thought, oh, I know a lot about this. This is fine. And whilst I did on the clothes side and the makeup side and all that sort of thing, the program, and it sort of confirmed what I knew, how I would do things, which was always good affirmation. But where it really came to light for me was how the whole thing got put together. So when you actually have clothes and then you understand the location you're looking for, which is related to the brand that you've already, you're starting to embody, but learning how to actually do that and then put the location together, and all of that in a document called the Brand Organizer, is a really wonderful tool. And so I felt very confident in being able to go out and find the right photographer for me, who I gave this to, and immediately she was on my map, and we could actually go from there to discuss, because I'd already located a few locations myself, and she knew the area, so it was very easy to actually really affirm as to what we were going to do and how we were going to do it. So that was made me very, very confident. So going into a photo shoot was a very different mindset, I think, even though I lost the mind when I was on the photo shoot, which is what you do. And it was, it made me feel as though I knew what I was doing. So that was one very valuable point, being good communication with my photographer, and she was a gem, and we just started off on the right foot, which I think is really important. You've got to have good communication with your photographer that you finally choose. The second thing, by clarifying the wardrobe and allowing myself to be in the emotion of the archetype I was trying to portray in that particular set of clothes, made it really, really well in respect of starting to embody the brand. Remember, I'm still not quite launched, so I haven't been doing my brand out there in the public yet. Very soon, very, very soon. But the exciting part of that is allowing, I don't know, just getting the essence of the brand on board for myself and being able to step into the leadership of that. So the Radiate program helps you embody what you're trying to project. It's not as if you have to sort of have a great big placard and say, this is my brand. It's in yourselves. So from that point of view, that was a very good, useful thing. But the surprising part, the third thing I want to talk about, which was a surprise to me, and I think was a surprise to Sabine too, was how healing the Radiate program can be. And I say healing because I'm at the other side of it. But there was a time when I actually saw my photographs for the first time, and I was very emotional about how I received those photographs, and I ended up having to do a lot of, let's say, discovery into the feelings and emotions that are coming up about how I saw myself in the photographs. It was quite a surprise for me because I didn't think that I didn't think I had that. I'm just going to say there was a self-hatred of how I looked in the photographs, and I had no cognition at all anywhere. And I'm a therapist. I've been in therapy. I've done this stuff for 30, 40 years. I had no idea that that piece was sitting right at the bottom of my barrel. So it gave me a wonderful opportunity to really dig deep into that and come to terms with what that meant for me. It obviously it took me a few days and a couple of weeks to actually work through that. But here I am, probably, I don't know, a couple of months later, and I actually look at my photographs and I smile and say to myself, "You are so gorgeous." So that to me is such a beautiful gift out of the whole radio program. And not everybody has this, let me tell you. Some people absolutely fall in love with themselves the moment they see their photographs. That was not the case for me. So hopefully you will enjoy Radiate, you will benefit from Radiate, you will gain lots of knowledge, you'll have an understanding about who you are, about how to step into your brand, and yeah, walk your walk and talk your talk. So that was my experience. So thank you very much, Sabine, for allowing me and pushing me into the program.
I'm so glad that you said yes. I know I did nudge you to really say yes to it, because so many people really don't see the power of the visual piece in your business, right? We're coming to this place where everybody's getting tired of the long sales letters and all of those like online presences with a lot of words, right? Because the words are all sounding so much alike, and we all struggle with the words in the marketing language so much, right? It feels more and more flat, like we're not coming through with what we're really wanting to sort of offer in the world, and by really doing this soul embodiment process, right? And then having the evidence, through images and pictures that you can use in your online presence, in your marketing, in so many different ways, is actually really the shortcut to communicating the fullness, the richness of your offering, and the wealth that you bring to people in a way that words could never do. So this whole process really is while the photos are sort of like one of the end results, by no means is it about the photo shoots or it's not even about the wardrobe. It's really about that process of really coming through, right, with your presence.
It's the essence that comes through in the end.
Exactly. And for everybody else who's thinking about joining me for the Radiate program, when we're talking about the brand in the land of soul purpose branding, we're actually really talking about the soul. So if you don't have a brand yet, and if you're even wondering, like, why would I need a brand, and what is a brand, and if you have all those questions, please don't hesitate to say yes to Radiate, because it truly is one of the fastest ways for you to bring your essence through, which in other words is the brand. So right?
Absolutely. I mean, you've got to be the essence of your brand, otherwise why do it?
Why do it, right?
We're talking about your soul here, for goodness sake.
And the soul is the most valuable and the most intangible asset that we can ever, put out there. So it's a wonderful individualized journey. I would be so happy to welcome you in the program. And another wonderful benefit is that you will have lifetime access in the Radiate Facebook group. So even now that you have gone through this experience of really having, worked through this deep piece of self-love and self-acceptance, right, where it came totally out of left field, right? So it's really lovely to sort of see other people to go through this experience in the Facebook group, maybe to see, you know, the before and after photos, and to be in that supportive community. And, you know, the thing is also, we always need some new images every once in a while, every other, you know, year or so. You may feel the need to sort of bring another piece of your embodiment through, and there is the support, there's the emotional support, and there's the soul support in that loving community. So thank you so much, Penelope, for having shared so deeply with us about your experience, and congratulations on your beautiful, gorgeous pictures. You know, they are absolutely gorgeous, and I'm so thrilled to also show them on the Radiate site to the world, because they're just absolutely breathtaking.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, guys, and I can't wait to see you in Radiate.